We had an unusually cool day, so I called Kelly and woke him up about 9 a.m. Okay, Kelly, where are we hiking to?
Man, now I have to talk on top of it. We're hiking to Fatmans Pass, and getting to Fatmans Pass, we will also go through Hidden Valley Tunnel, which is a cool spot, my favorite spot on South Mountain. So I'm actually kind of glad Jerry woke me up from a dead sleep at 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning where it was pouring rain at my house, and it's not raining at all here. So here we go.
And what's he doing in a dead sleep at 9 o'clock in the morning? That's old retired guys for you.
Dreaming.
And what trail are we on?
We are going to take Javelina Trail because it's easy.
That's correct. It's just a hazy day looking downtown. We're on our hike, and Kelly's standing by a saguaro cactus. What's happened to this poor cactus?
I even had a warning. Jerry comes up with these oddball questions. Well, I'll tell you what I think's happening. I think it's dying. But what's really cool is, because I have to come up with something, it compartmentalizes itself off. And I can't remember what these little things are called, but it heals itself and it creates these little pockets that birds and other animals might make use of. But
you don't think it's from people
smashing it with rocks and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, it could be. Oh, I know what these are called. No, they're not called burls. God darn it, I can't remember what they're called, but they're cool.
That's the trouble with being old. You can't remember much of anything.
Well, and I just woke up.
And he just woke up. It is 10 o'clock in the morning. But it's a beautiful overcast day.
It is.
Hoping to get some rain. Can't normally hike here on a Saturday.
No, you can't.
In late July.
Hoping to get a lot of rain because I got a rain jacket and I want to see Jerry get all wet.
We'll see.
Okay, you're going. I have my commentary first. Finally, I get to video Jerry in one of his own things with his own camera. Jerry, tell us what kind of tree this is.
Well, this is a foothill palo verde.
Can you tell us the Latin name of this tree?
No, I can't.
Okay, the genus is Surcidium, and the species is Microphyllum, which means micro, small, phylum is a leaf. So that's your Latin for the day. And can you tell us why it doesn't have any leaves on it right now?
It never has leaves.
It does. That's what Microphyllum, little leaf. It doesn't have any leaves right now because we haven't had any measurable rain. So hopefully with this little rain, the leaves will come out.
And that's what I was going to say. It's just poured and rain. He says we haven't had any rain. But that's what I wanted to point out is the colors on it because of the rain. It's just spectacular looking bark.
Well, Jerry is taking this ugly tree and making something pretty out of it. That's what he does. All right, back to Jerry.
Look at that colorful bark. You can't tell me that's not outstanding.
It is outstanding, but if you take it in context where we're at, boy, this is one ugly day on an ugly hill.
And what else is ugly? Beautiful little barrel cactus here.
You got to get the velvet mite.
Okay, a lot of times along the trail, you'll see these interesting little rocks people put out here. A little heart with a little, I don't know, face on it.
That's a cool one.
Interesting. And just the colors on the other rocks are cool too. I'm not sure who takes the time to paint these stones or why they leave them behind. Some people like it, some people don't. Okay, it's raining now.
All right, I am dry from the waist up.
And I am wet from the head down. It's raining pretty darn
And I'm
good.
happy I brought my jacket.
Who wanted to hike today?
What?
There's Kelly on the edge of the rocks on the cliff in the rain. So how smart is it to be on the edge of a cliff on wet, slippery rocks?
Let's just verify that Jerry told me to get up here for the picture.
So that makes it all worth it. If I knew he'd do what I asked, I should have asked him to come over and clean out my garage. Oh well, there's always another day. We continued on our hike in the rain. That little stream running down there you see in this video is our trail, and the stream is the water from the rain. Okay, Kelly.
I'm out of breath, I'm wet. Zoom in on my head, that's a combination of sweat and rain. Okay, you can zoom back out again. But these are kind of the cool moments where you see these low-lying clouds coming over the ridge over there, and they'll kind of come over and descend, and this is cool. And I'm afraid to get out my camera because it's not waterproof.
Where's Hidden Valley?
We continue to go down that way, and
how can we find it if it's hidden? How do we find it?
I know where it's hidden.
We should be able to find Fatmans Pass because we're two fat guys. But as far as Hidden Valley, we'll find out soon enough.
This is Kelly the Hermit now.
And what you see, that trail way out there, is coming from the 48th Street over by the golf course.
And when we get there, there'll be a Conservation Corps civil engineer building or something, the stone house.
The stone houses, I love those.
The stone house.
Built back in the, when was that? Second World War time?
Second World War, yeah.
So in the 40s, or was it in the 30s?
I thought it was in the 50s.
I think it was after the Depression. It was probably in the 30s,
Yeah,
because it was
in
to
the 30s.
give employment to people.
Show them the clouds. Clouds are cool.
We'll stop talking about stuff we know nothing about.
Yeah. Oh, no, we won't.
Yeah, you can guarantee it. And Kelly will give you some false information later on just to mess with your minds. The Civilian Conservation Corps, or the CCC, was founded or established by President Roosevelt in 1933 and ran until 1942 to help the unemployment. Here you see some petroglyphs. The rain's kind of messing them up. But finally, Kelly took off his raincoat because the rain had stopped and he was cooking in it. So even though I was drenched, I was better off than he was. Okay, I'm taking a picture.
You're taking a video or a picture?
I'm taking a video. And what do we have here, Kelly?
Mammal.
Oh, he doesn't know.
Mammal.
A mammillaria cactus. He's only identified him in about every other video. Often you'll see him eating the fruit.
Hey, Jerry, tell us what we have here.
We have a rock house. Rock, native rock to the area, built by the CCC back in the 1930s.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
All right.
I'll look it up and correct it.
We will follow Jerry into the rock house.
If Kelly lived in this house, that little hole there is where he would sleep.
Yes, that's a lovely hole.
Nice window looking out here.
There's the window.
Other than that,
another window that Jerry's looking out of. If you put bars in that window, Jerry would feel at home.
Maybe that's what this was, a jail.
A little jail.
That's it.
That's it. All right.
And there's Kelly Paul. Another rock house is close by, but we were too lazy to hike there. Maybe next time. I don't know what this is. Kelly said creosote.
No, it's not.
He now recognizes as air. He did come up with a name, but I already forgot. This is what the creosote looks like. Completely different plant. And it smells wonderful in the rain.
It does.
If I could only smell right now. Kelly decided there was a shortcut. So we took it, saw some petroglyphs and moss and different things, and it only was about 4 or 5 miles longer. Okay, Kelly says he knows where we're going, but I don't know where the heck we are. We just keep hiking up the wash. This is supposed to be a nice little friendly, easy hike, and he's trying to kill the old guy. It's tough being the same age as old people. I'm out. I guess if we hadn't come this way, I'd miss some of this moss. Just interesting how a little bit of rain brings it to life.
Clouds make it pretty today.
We're somewhere following the creek. Kelly,
Don't ask me where we're at.
are we lost?
Nope.
Where are we at?
We're mighty bewildered. I don't know where we're at, but we're mighty bewildered.
To me, if we don't know where we're at, that's kind of the definition of being lost.
You know, I think if I were a lawyer, I'd argument that
He'd argument.
I'd argue, just leave me alone. I'm done. I'd argue that lost is open to interpretation.
There you have it. That's why a 3-mile hike turns into a 12-mile hike. All I can say, it's a good thing Kelly isn't a lawyer or even a trail leader, because we were definitely lost. But we did get to see all these ferns. Who knew ferns grew in the desert? Spectacular to see what the rain will bring out and what grows. Kelly's had me following this wash, and we got to some rocky areas that I didn't know if we were going to make it, but we have. And he assures me we're going the right direction. But time will tell. At least the rain has stopped. I don't know, you can see him up ahead. We finally got an easier area to hike. Ah. Out. There's Kelly up ahead.
Huh?
He still got me climbing on rocks. Wet, slippery rocks. Yeah, I probably shouldn't try to climb wet, slippery rocks with camera in one hand, hiking stick in the other. But what do you know? We actually found Hidden Valley. What kind of plant are these with the purple flowers?
Verbena? Oh, those, I don't know. Some type of sage, I think. Oh, yeah, okay.
Kelly keeps claiming we're getting closer.
Oh, we are.
We're getting closer unless we're farther away.
Zoom in on my forehead now. It has not been raining.
Turn to the side, that other side. You see that coming down his face. Okay, we think we've found it. We're coming up to the entrance of Hidden Valley. Kelly took us on like 4 miles out of the way to get here.
Jerry doubted me every step of the way.
Why we didn't take the trail.
Truth be told, I doubted myself. But
This is it.
is our backyard. This is our playground.
This, see the water seeping. But that's the entrance to Hidden Valley. Will there be anyone else here? Popular hiking spot. I guarantee you very few people go the way we went. And here we are. Hidden Valley.
I gotta see if I have something in my backpack. I'm feeling
There's
a
the
bit
way in.
peckish.
Did you hear that? He's feeling a bit
Peckish.
peckish.
I need food.
And he didn't bring any. Okay, Kelly, what are you pointing to?
The Hidden Valley Trail Tunnel. We did a little off-roading, which you're not actually supposed to do in South Mountain Park, and you can get ticketed for doing that. But we found it. Jerry lost faith in me.
We went down all the way
Watch out,
on
Jerry.
the wash.
One more behind me.
All right,
Okay.
thank you.
But what do you see there? That's the trail we could have come on. It would have been much easier.
Yeah, but we avoided people. We avoided the bikes.
Hey,
Hey.
we did avoid the mountain bikers.
And that, if I remember correctly, is the National Trail. Let me see.
That's correct. You can read.
To National. To Mormon National Junction. Okay.
So that's where we're at, and we're heading to Fatmans Pass, named after
A fat man.
Kelly Paul. Dove up at the top of that saguaro. The sign clearly says 4/10 of a mile to Fatman's Pass. But it wouldn't be long till Kelly felt lost again. Fortunately, we were on the trail and there was signage, so we'd be sure to find it. You can't tell by Kelly's expression. He wasn't so sure. But before you knew it, there's the sign. Kelly approaching Fatman's Pass, named after him. And there he is squeezing through.
It's not like spooky.
Yeah, it's nothing like
I think I've lost
Spooky
weight.
Gulch where we squeezed through about 2 miles of this. He made it.
Well, yeah. It's like, how many times have we been here?
Okay. I'm coming through to hand Kelly the... How did you get through here? Do I have to lean the other way?
No, you made it. Okay, is it still videoing?
Yep. Turn it around.
Okay. How do you want it? Wideways? There you go. Can I narrate too?
Yeah.
All right.
It's going.
Here comes Jerry.
Here's I go through Fatman's Pass.
I thought I was, hey, what's this film and film thing? That's cool.
Yeah, you're doing the director's cut.
Yeah. Okay, we've entertained everybody. A round of applause. I don't know why it's called Fat Man's Pass. It seems to me it should be called Thin Man's Pass. Because if you're too fat, you can't get through. You see someone at the end trying to come through. We just decided, let's have a nap. And then we headed back. You just don't know until you know it.
So what trail are we on?
We are on I believe we're on the Mormon Trail again.
I thought we came off the Mormon Trail and
Then we're back on National. If we're off
I
Mormon,
don't
then
know.
we're on National. I thought this might have been the Mormon loop, though.
Taking a video of a millipede walking along.
Crossing Mormon Trail. We have to get him off the trail to save him.
Oh, we got a bike rider coming. Pick him up and move him.
Here,
Get a
little
video
buddy.
of him in your hand. Little millipede. Cool. Not like a centipede. Millipedes are harmless, but they will make your hands smell. And then we found one of these, and now we know what they are. A red velvet mite.
Yeah, I think this is National, but I could be wrong.
We don't know what trail we're on. We might be on the Mormon Trail, might be on the National Trail. What's the other one that we started coming up on?
Oh, Javelina Canyon.
We're heading at least to Javelina Trail.
That we are.
So we know we're going the right direction. If you can see the houses down there,
There's the
we got to get down there.
there's the
golf
stadium
course.
to the left.
Yeah, you look out there.
Diamondback.
There's the valley. We're at the top of South Mountain, hiking down. There's Kelly. The buildings you see ahead of him, that's Mesa, or Tempe, and ASU Stadium. To our left, Camelback Mountain. Then Squaw Peak, or I guess Piestewa Peak. Then downtown Phoenix. I hope you enjoyed our hike. Have a good day.